Conservative new media viewers and video game fans all around the world, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion, the super genius, and the game god, and I'm talking about Fallout 4. Now, I've already done a video on how you get the Benevolent Leader Trophy if you're going for that Platinum Trophy or if you just want it. So if you haven't seen that, check that video out. In this video, I'm going to talk about dealing and getting the most powerful armor, the X-01 power armor in the game. Now this armor is fantastic, it's super powerful, and there's a couple different ways that you can do it. You can find different spots around, the land, if you will, the Commonwealth, but you might only find a piece here, a piece there, or a few pieces together. Now, a lot of these power armor, this is important to know right here. A lot of these power armor spawns, if you will, are going to be level dependent. So if you want to get the X-01, you're probably going to want to wait until you're high level, around 30-ish or so, before you go chasing it down. I forget exactly when it is. It may be, I can't remember exactly, maybe like 27, 28 or some level, but you definitely, it's safe to say, in my opinion, I would wait until you're 30 plus just to be sure 100% when you go on these different spawns. But if you want to find a full suit, and this is what I did, I went to the customs house, and this is over sort of by Faneuil Hall, if you will. It's over on that, northeast kind of section of the Commonwealth. And you'll know you're in the right spot when you see the 35 court on the outside of the building. You got to go all the way up to the top. You got a cool battle there. That's the other reason why you want to be sort of high level. You need to be ready for that battle. That's a serious battle. And then you get it right there. It's a full suit. It's awesome. Now, what I've done with mine, as you can see here, is I have taken it to the Mark 6. That's the full power, if you will. So it's got all the the health of the armor, everything like that pumped up. I had to invest a little bit to get that. I also made some important modifications. I got a targeting helmet. I made the prism shielding just to kind of toughen it up. I didn't go crazy with it because I also did the calibrated shocks. The calibrated shocks I think are very important for the legs because that allows you to carry more. I was getting to the point where I basically could carry more without my power armor and stuff because of my stats. And some of the extra armor that I had, sort of the personal armor that I had, with some boosts, with some strength boosts, and so that kind of annoyed me. And I put the calibrated shocks in there. And in the video that I showed you, you only saw one calibrated shock on one of the legs, but I actually did it for both. And I think I was able to carry like 360 or something like that. And that's tons. I mean, you can carry so much stuff. Whether it's a Fat Boy or Gatling laser or something like that, and still be cool. But anyway. Hey peeps, this is me, JDV. I almost forgot. That's why I had to put a little insert in here. As you saw in the video, I also put a jetpack on this armor, and that's a huge boost. That's something I would highly recommend. It's going to take a little bit of an investment to do it, but what that allows you to do is kind of increase your mobility to get into areas and maybe kind of fast forward a little bit in certain issues or certain missions and stuff like that, or just to get that escape that you need. Or that, like I said, that extra mobility. I felt like it added a whole lot to my gameplay, and it gave me a lot more flexibility and options, whether for offense or defense, or maybe kind of getting to an area that maybe you weren't able to get into before, or weren't able to, or shouldn't have gotten into yet if you didn't sort of break through a couple doors or something like that. So I think it's a good thing to do. I think it does use some action points, stuff like that. It's not the end all be all by any stretch, but it definitely gives you some extra mobility and some extra options, and I would highly recommend it. So definitely you want to do that with the X-01 armor. I didn't get too crazy after this point with the armor because honestly it was so OP'd as it is that it was cool, and but I definitely would recommend taking it to that Mark 6 as fast as you can, because what I found is when you're in those battles, or if you had to do some extended battles, or if you didn't go fix your armor right after a battle, something like that, you could get a time, even with the X-01, where it kind of got a little worn down there and you start losing some pieces. So I think the biggest thing is just getting the health of that armor to the point where you can kind of last you for a while if you get stuck into an extended battle, or if you went into that wasteland section and stuff like that, and you're starting to battle some of the Deathclaws and Rad Scorpion and stuff like that. And the Deathclaws can kind of mess you up pretty quick. Like if you get stuck in some certain areas and stuff, and they start getting in there and doing that melee with you, you can get kind of worked over over faster than you think. So that's what I think. That's the most powerful armor. That's how you get it. Those are the modifications that I would do to it. What do you think about that? Where you stand on this? Give me the comments below. Please subscribe. Please rate this video up. Also, please post it on your social networking sites. Wait 1 second. I want to say this. The focus that I would put on modifications, if you want to do additional modifications, are I would do the prism shielding, because I think bringing that energy defense up is probably the most important for these, those harder battles in the end there with the Brotherhood or with the Institute, stuff like that. I think that's going to do you better. That's my personal opinion. What do you think about that? Let me know what you think. I'm John D. Villarreal, the 4-time national champion, the Super Genius, and the Game God. You're watching Conservative Media. Stay tuned for more Fallout 4 videos and reviews coming up soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.